Hello, fellow life enthusiasts. Kathy Hamilton here of HappyTappyGirl.com. And I just wanted to share with you a little bit about how my day is going because I thought it might be relevant to some of you as well and you guys could relate. So this morning I woke up and I knew that I had my appointment with my oncologist. It's just a normal 6-month checkup, no big deal. Well, I hit my snooze. Everything was fine, before I got out of bed. And then just as it's getting closer for me getting out of bed, I'm thinking, I don't really feel like getting out of bed. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to go. So the alarm goes off. I get up and I say, nope. And I just head straight back to bed, kind of cocoon myself in, text the office and I say, I'm going to work from home today. And I'm just kind of having a little tiny bit of an anxiety attack. Now, this happens periodically, and I'm sure some of you can relate to this. And I just think it's so important that we honor ourselves when we have a moment like this. And because our experience with cancer is difficult. It was difficult if it was in the past, or if it is difficult because it's happening right now. The bottom line is it's a hard thing to go through. And sometimes we can try to force ourselves to just be okay with everything. And even if it's been years ago, for me personally, this experience is going on 5 years, so it doesn't happen to me all the time, but when it does, I've just learned to just kind of go with it and just to baby myself. And I've even talked to myself like I'm a little kid saying, you're okay, it's going to be okay, you can do this, nothing bad is happening, all that kind of good stuff. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit of tapping. That's one thing that I do using EFT, just to kind of help take the edge off when you get like this, when your nerves just kind of overtake you. And I'm just going to hop right in and do that right now. So I like to rub on the sore spots, but if you like to, you could do the karate chop point. And so let's just take a deep breath and then just repeat after me. Even though this experience was so hard, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even if my experience right now is challenging for me, and I'm not even sure what about it is really bugging me, I'm going to honor myself anyway. Even though there's a part of me, and it's a big one, that wishes I would have never been in this circumstance to begin with, that I would have never had this experience. But I have. It's a part of me now. And I'm going to love and honor myself for all of the courage that it has taken to go through it with as much grace and ease as possible. And then just go ahead and you can just start tapping right through the points. You can follow me with my points, or you can do whatever points feel right to you. I don't want to go to this appointment today. Heck, I didn't even want to get out of bed. I just wanted to pretend the whole thing has never happened. And like it's not happening right now. I don't want to be reminded of it. I don't want to be reminded of that time when I was so scared. I hated being scared. I hated all the uncertainty, all the unknown, just how hard everything was. There's just so much here. So much emotion. And even though I've dealt with so much of it, there is still some there. And every time it shows itself to me, I'm going to honor myself for it. I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to let it be there. And I'm just going to love that part of me. Because that's what I need. Love and compassion. Because it was a hard thing to go through. And of course I don't want to be reminded of it. Who does? I would like to just sweep the whole thing right under the rug. Heck, I would have liked to sweep the whole thing under the rug when it was happening. But no can do. That was not in the cards. Not with cancer anyway. So I'm just going to keep honoring all these feelings. All of this yuck that comes up from time to time. any fear that's still inside of me. Whether it has to do from my experience itself or something new that's happening right now. Because it could take anything just to trigger me and trigger that fear. And that's okay. It just gives me another place to see that I need a little extra love and compassion. And that's what I'm going to continue to give myself. I don't want to go to this appointment. I do not want to get in the car and drive there. I do not want to be in the parking lot. I don't even want to see the building. I don't want to go inside. I don't want to have to go where I used to be treated. And even if I love my doctors and all the nurses, I would prefer not to have met them and not to have to see them right now. And any other thing that's coming up for me, or not coming up, but is somewhere in my subconscious about this experience. Anything that I'm holding on to, I'm going to honor myself for all of it. And I'm going to remind myself how courageous I am, how powerful I am, how absolutely amazing I am. That's what this whole experience reminds me of. Part of me wants to beat myself up for having had cancer in the first place. And part of me also knows how kick-ass I am and how that experience with cancer showed me that and showed me how extra wonderful I was. And that feels good. So I'm open to this being a positive experience, as positive as it can be. And I'm going to honor myself if it is, and I'm going to honor myself even if it's not. I love me. And this part of me just needs some more love and compassion. And I'm going to give it to myself because I deserve it. Go ahead, take another deep breath. Awesome. Well, you guys, I hope this helps you out if you find yourself in a similar set of circumstances. Even if you haven't had an experience with cancer, if it's anything doctor-related or any kind of negative experience that you've had that you kind of have to take a little walk down memory lane, go ahead, just use this video and tap right along. And I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.